J-Night Batrep.
Hey everyone, welcome to another J-Night Battle Report. As always, my name is Jay, and today I have a very special treat for you. I am joined by
Tony.
Tony, all the way from Wisconsin. Was that a good drive?
It was a long drive. It was a brutal drive.
Seems like a long drive. I don't know where Wisconsin is, but it sounds far.
It included an ocean voyage.
Ooh.
On a car ferry.
Car ferry?
Yeah, we all got sick.
Oh, that's not good. Sick isn't good. Papa Nurgle wouldn't be happening. No. So today we have a very special treat for you. We're going to do a first scenario that Tony has designed. It's going to be an increasing scenario throughout the next 4 battle reports, so definitely tune in for more. And today will be a 200-point kill team battle between your Black Templar and my Orks. And it'll be a scenario that he wrote. So without further ado, we'll get to the armies and the deployment.
It's third battle for Armageddon.
Third battle of Armageddon. Oh, very cool. And so we'll get to the armies and the deployment then. All right, so we'll start off with my 200 points of Orc boys. Basically what I did, 2 squads of 10 boys, each one with a knob with a power claw. No boss pull. Pretty straightforward. And that's my 200 points of Orcs. And all my boys have shootas. I like shootas better than choppas. It's all good. All right, and 200 points of Black Templar.
Assault Marines.
Yep.
3 guys in the back are your just basic close combat weapon pistol. 3 guys in the front, 2 plasma pistol close combat weapon, 1 close combat weapon storm shield. And the front guy is power fist bolt pistol. You outnumber me in models 3 to 1 because that's the points difference. But away we go. Yes, because at least you guys get to roll for if I shoot you. If you shoot me, I'll be just like, and there goes a mod. But well, yeah, but if I take a wound, I die, so I can't charge you. That's true. Good point. Now we'll get to the deployment. Okay, so for our table, we will be playing on a 4x4 table, and in the center of the table is this crash site. So basically, the Orcs are going to be deployed in the crash site. The Templar can come in from any table edge, and they have until the end of the game to completely annihilate all my Orcs. If one single Orc boy is standing, or if I wipe out the Templar, Orcs win. Otherwise, Black Templar will win. Excellent stuff, and we'll get to the deployment. Alright, so here's what the table looks like after deployment. As you can see, he just chose one flank to keep his all guys together and just to charge at my Orc boys, which are in the center of the table. And now, due to the scenario, I have to roll for each independent boy. On a 6, they die. On a 4 or 5, they are wounded and can only move 3 inches per turn. And -1 toughness, -1 strength.
-1 toughness, -1 strength. And on a 1 to 3, they're good. Excellent. Alright, so we just rolled, and what we did was on a 1 to 3, the boys are good. On a 4 to 5, they're injured, and they lose 3 inches to their movement, so it gets halved. And then in close combat, they lose 1 to their strength, 1 to their toughness. And then so I rolled, and this entire squad, they almost all got injured, except for 2 died, and 2 are 2 are still standing. The knob's still good. 2 died. The rest of them are injured. This squad actually did really well. 1 died. 1 got injured, but the rest of the squad is in good shape. So we'll see what happens now, and it is now Black Templar, turn 1. So, Black Templar, turn 1 in this campaign. So we're playing kill team, so each member is basically his own unit, and he can move them independently. So he begins by just moving them all up, staying out of cover. They have jump packs, so they can move very quickly across the board, and his goal is just to get near those Orcs, shoot them, and kill them. He wants to shoot, assault, and kill. Because this is a kill team, we're allowing you to assault turn 1 if you want to, especially the fact that they're assault marines, so they can get pretty far and assault in this turn if possible. So instead he just begins by moving up and circling those Orcs, and he really wants to focus on the knobs, because the knobs are the ones with power claws and can eat through their armor. So the plasma begins by shooting at the knob, misses. The next plasma shoots at the knob, hits with a 5, and then wounds with a 3, so I get a cover save. So I get a 4 plus cover, and I fail it, so the knob has 1 more wound left. So the next one shoots the knob. And misses. So now this next one will just shoot at a normal Orc boy, because he shoots at a healthy one and hits and wounds. I roll my 4-up cover save, but I fail again. And so the normal healthy guy is removed, Next one shoots at the knob and misses. Next one shoots at the knob, hits, and wounds. I get my 4-up cover once again, and he fails again. So the first knob is killed. And then the second one shoots at a healthy orc boy, hits and wounds. I roll my 4-up cover, and he is finally saved. I finally make a cover save. So next, he declares his assault range. I get to overwatch. So he rolls his 3d6 distance, and it's a 6, which isn't 6 inches total, which is enough to get in. But I overwatch, and I miss with my 2 shots. So the next one tries to assault in, and this one is actually able to make it in. The previous one didn't, it was too short. So this one gets in to assault. And the next one is able to reach the orc boy that is already overwatched. And he falls on his side too. As I mentioned, all the ones on the sides are injured. The Templar, I overwatch on the second one, and also don't go with anything either. So the next one tries to assault in. Only gets 4 inches. He tries to assault in as well. And gets 7 inches, which is too short. So the next Templar tries to assault in. And gets 6 inches, which is the perfect amount. I do get to overwatch. But I don't hit with anything either. So he gets in, and I don't get to shoot him, unfortunately. So next one tries to assault the same orc. Oh, sorry, the other orc. The injured one. This one's not through terrain, so he doesn't need to roll 3d6. He just gets to roll 2d6. And he gets 10 inches, which is plenty to get him in as well. And I overwatched, and don't get to hit him either. And then the last one assaults in, and it is too short. So the combat Templar gets to go first. 3 attacks, forced to hit, so 1 hit. And 1 wound, because he's -1 toughness due to the fact he's injured. And I fail my armor save, so he is dead. So he gets to consolidate d6 inches. 6 inches. Pretty nice consolidation move. So he just gets out of cover, and gets out of the way of the orcs. So next one, Templar gets to go first again. And 2 wounds on this one. I fail 1 t-shirt save, so he is dead. And he consolidates d6 inches again, which is 6 inches, so these Templars are just flying around really quickly. Next one. Templar gets to go first, 2 hits. And 2 wounds. And once again I fail 1 t-shirt save, and so he dies as well. And he gets to consolidate d6 inches, which is a 4. And he just decides to just move a little bit back because I really don't have much to mess with him. But now, it's my turn to hit him back with Orcs, turn 1. So I start by moving up a couple. Now all the injured guys, they get half their movement. So if I rolled a 4, they actually get to only move 2 inches because they're injured. Same with the other guys, they're healthy. I get to move them 3 inches max. And right now my goal is just to move around a bit and just unload a lot of DACA at the Templar. And hopefully he fails a couple armor saves, and then I'll assault the remaining members. So I want to shoot the farther ones and assault the closer ones. I shoot the first shot, I get 2 hits. And on the 2 shot, I need forced wound. I get 1 wound. He rolls his 3+ armor save, and he fails. So the first plasma is dead. And I unload it with the next guy. I get 2 shots, 1 hit. Forced wound, 1 wound. And this time he passes, unfortunately for me. Then next shots, 1 hit. No wounds. Next guy. Just shooting at the same guy in the distance. No, nothing. Next guy. I'm just going 1 at a time, as you can see. I'm basically going to pick on him until he's dead. I got 1 hit. No wound. And then the next guy. This is the Knob's pistol. 1 hit. No wounds. Next shoots at him. 1 hit. 1 wound. And he rolls his armor save. But he's good again. So the next guy. Nothing. And then the next orc boy. Nothing, unfortunately, again. I need some more DACA. And then my last guy in that squad. Or that terrain. 1 hit, but no wound. So then the next guy shoots at the closer guy. 1 hit and 1 wound. He rolls his 3+ armor save again and passes it again. The Space Marines are really surviving today. And then the injured one shoots. Nothing. And then my last 2 are shooting at him. Misses. And then my final guy misses as well. So now I declare my assaults. First one tries to assault the one in cover. He overwatches, but misses. I roll my 3d6, taking the 2 lowest. Divided by 2, because he's injured. So I got 7, but because 7 divided by 2 is 3.5, rounded up to 4 inches, which is enough. And then the other one assaults in, and basically gets in 2 with a distance of 5 inches. Next one assaults in. He tries to overwatch again, but doesn't hit either. I roll my distance, and it's plenty enough to get in with 3 inches. And the last one also assaults in. 7 inches, which is plenty. So the Templar gets to go first, because I went through cover. So he decides to put them all on the injured one. Actually, they're both injured, but all on one of the injured ones. He hits with 1, and needs 3s to wound because they're injured. So -1 toughness. Nothing. And both boys get their attacks at the same time at him. I need 4s to hit. And 5s to wound. So 1 wound. And he rolls his armor save. And he fails. And knocks over his own model at the same time. So I had to do D6 consolidation with both of them. So the first one, 2 inches. And the second one, 6 inches. So they're finally moving fast like the Templar. Back on the other end, he focuses his attacks once again on the injured orc. Hits both. And 1 wound. I roll for my t-shirt save, but I fail. And then I get hit back. I get 1 hit on him. And once again, 4s to wound because he's normally healthy. And I don't hit him. So I lose combat by 1. I roll a leadership check at -1, which is 6. So leadership check at -1. And I fail with an 11. That's a big fail. So he rolls to see if he can catch me. I roll a 2. That means he catches me automatically because he's at normal initiative 4. So he catches me, I die, and he D6 consolidates as well. And he rolls a 1. So he's not moving too far.
So, after 1 turn, the Orcs are taking pretty heavy casualties. I killed 2 Templar, though. That's pretty nice. And those 2 injured... I killed both plasma guys. Nice job. So the one squad of boys is in good shape and in the center. But those Templar are circling, and they're going to come in. And we're only going in to turn 2.
So now it's Black Templar, turn 2. Once again, he continues by moving up towards the Orcs. He wants to circle around them and keep shooting and then assault in and kill them. Right now, his particular goal is the other knob, because the other knob is the only one, once again, that can go through his armor. So he just tries to avoid terrain and jumps in between them. So first one shoots, the Orc boy. So shoots and wounds because he's -1 toughness due to injury. And I fail my t-shirt save, so one Orc boy is dead. And the other one shoots the closer one as well, but misses. So those 3 all shoot at the knob at the same time, because it doesn't matter. If it overkills the knob, I'll pass the wound on, but he has 2 wounds anyway. So he gets 2 hits, and 1 no wounds, because he needs 4s to wound. So they declare their assaults. Closest to closest, he assaults in. I overwatch, and I hit, and I wound. So he rolls his t-shirt save. Armor save, and I was really hoping he'd fail it. But he passes it with a 3. I was hoping he'd fail that, and it would be kind of cool to see an Orc kill a Templar in Overwatch. So he declared the other Overwatch as well. So the other assault. And of course I cannot Overwatch because I've already Overwatched. And he rolls a 9, which is plenty to get the other guy into assault. So then 1 tries to assault my knob. I miss with my shot, and then he assaults in and gets the perfect distance of 4 inches, which is exactly what he needed to get in. Any short, he would have been not able to. And gets him in with the knob. So then the next guy tries to assault into a normal boy. I overwatch, miss, and he gets his distance in. And the next one tries the same thing on a normal boy. I overwatch, and I hit this time, but I don't get a wound. And he rolls his distance. And gets 5 inches, which is plenty. So next, those two guys go on hit on the injured boy at the same time. This time they only get 2 hits, though. And they need 3s to wound. And 2 wounds. I rolled 2 t-shirt saves, and I fail both. So that orc boy is dead. The orcs are getting taken out very quickly. And he gets 3 inches consolidation for one. And then he rolls, I believe, 3 inches for the other. So they both get to consolidate same distance, 3 inches towards the other boys. Now the Templar goes on the boy. Gets 3 attacks, 1 hit, and 1 wound. I roll my t-shirt save, and once again I fail. I'm going to need to patch some of these t-shirt saves eventually. And so he gets to consolidate d6 and 2 inches. So the next one goes on the boy. Gets 1 hit, needing 4s to hit. And 1 wound, needing 4s as well. So I roll, and I fail my 6+ as well. So another orc boy is dead. And it's consolidated as well. And now the important combat, the knob combat. He only gets 2 attacks, so at this point I was thinking that my knob should survive and then punch a hole into him with his power claw. So he decides to jump back with his previous guy just to get him out of harm's way. So here's the knob combat. So he goes first with 2 attacks. Hits with both of them. Needs 4s to wound. And gets 2 wounds. I get 2 4+ armor saves. And I fail both. Statistically, he should have been fine. And now both of my knobs are dead. And he consolidates 2 inches away. That is just not good luck for me. So now it's Orcs turn 2. Let's see if I can keep going with momentum. Because I gotta stop the Templar. So once again, I start by shooting the farther ones. I hit with the first shot and wound. He rolls his armor save and fails. That's good luck already. So I was able to kill 1 Templar already, and I shoot the next one. 1 hit, 1 wound. Oh, no wound. So the next one shoots. 1 hit, 1 wound, but no wound either. And then the next one shoots him. 1 hit again. I keep saying 1 hit. This time a wound. He rolls an armor save, but he's okay this time. And then we start shooting the closer one. 1 hit, 1 wound, and he rolls an armor save, but he's okay too. And then we shoot the last one. 2 hits this time, which is quite nice for orcs, and 1 wound. So he rolls his armor save, but he's okay too. So I declare my assaults. He overwatches. I start with the injured one just in case. And he's okay because he needed like 1 inch to get in. And then the next one tries to assault in. And he rolls 2 inches, which is actually the distance he needed. We just rolled for formality. And the next 2 try to assault in. He misses his overwatch. And then my 2 guys roll for their distances. First one gets in plenty with 6 inches. Alright, now I figured the key is to assault with multiples, because he can only really kill 1 probably per turn. So that way I'll punch him back, and maybe I'll kill him back. And the last one jumps in. And he gets 4 inches, which is also plenty. So all my boys right now are pretty much in combat. This is good. Essentially, all I can do is just keep attacking. So maybe the last 2, I decided to just keep them out of combat. So the Templar goes first on the injured one. 1 hit and 1 wound because he's toughness 3, and I fail my 6+ save. Kind of the opposite by rolling a 1. But then my normal guy gets to attack, and he gets his 3 attacks. Hits with 2 of them, and 4s to wound, and 2 wounds. So he rolls his 3+ armor saves, and fails 1. So his another Templar is dead, and now it's almost even numbers. And I have to consolidate 5 inches with that 1 lucky orc boy. Once again, the Templar gets to go first on the boys. And he's going to focus on an injured one. 1 hit. And a wound. And I fail my... I don't think I've passed a single armor save today. But it's okay. It's for fun. I get my attacks back with the healthy guys. And I get 2 hits and 4 to wound. 2 wounds. And he rolls his 2 3-ups. And they're both good. So I'm at leadership check at -1 for both of them. So 6 for both. Passed the first one, so he can't chase the second one down anyway. But just see... And he's okay too.
Alright, so after 2 turns, it's down to 5 Orc boys at full strength and 3 Templars. Not a lot left. But that's their mission, to wipe out all those Orcs. And can they do it in turn 3?
So now Black Templar, turn 3. Let's see what he can do. So once again, he begins by moving up and just trying to get into assault range. He's going to shoot some, assault some, and hopefully kill some. But I think he's right now down to only 3 more Templar. So there's not that many guys left on the board. So the other guy's in combat, so he can't move. So he begins by shooting. First one shoots. They both shoot the same boy. One of them hits. And 4, so 1 wound. I get a 4+ cover for being in terrain. And I fail it. So, one's dead. So the first one declares their assault. So first one declares assault on the closest one. Rolls his distance, and it's 3 inches, which is enough. And I get to Overwatch. And I get to Overwatch, but nothing. I think he rolled for dangerous terrain at one point. I think he was going to use his jump axe to get Hammer of Wrath attacks this turn. That would make him have to do the dangerous. And because he's using jump axe this turn on the assault, he gets to reroll because he has fleet. And this time he gets 9 inches for the assault range. So that's why he'll have to do dangerous. And I get to Overwatch. And if nothing happens with dangerous, I Overwatch. I get 1 hit and a wound. So he gets 3+ armor. But he passes that too. 3 6s. Tons of 6s. It's funny. So now close combats. He gets his Hammer of Wrath attack. So it's strength 4 and initiative 10. So 4+ to wound. And he wounds. I got my 6+. And nothing. I don't think I'm not going to pass an armor save today, I don't think. So it's D6 consolidation. 2 inches. So right now it's even numbers between Orcs and Templar. So next one gets his Hammer Wrath attack. And fails to hit. So fails to wound. And he's a Power Fist, so I get to go at initiative step 2. So I get to go first. So I got my 2 attacks at 2. I get 1 hit. And a wound. Oh, sorry, I need 5s to wound, so I don't get a wound. Power Fist then goes. Needs 4s to hit, and gets 1 hit. And a wound. So he kills that one. And he gets to D6 Consolidate 2, and he just goes right around those 2. So right now, actually, Orcs have less boys than there are Templars. So it's not looking too good for the boys. But you never know. Things can always turn around. In the next combat, he hits, but doesn't wound. I can then get to hit back. 2 attacks. Sorry, 4 attacks. Because there's 2 boys. So 2 hits and 1 wound. And he rolls his armor. And he fails. So now it's 2 versus 2. And I get to do my D6 consolidation. And I just decide to move him right up in front of his guys so that I can shoot them and assault. So now it's Orcs, turn 3. So I start by shooting the closest Templar. I get my 2 shots, no hits, and then the other one shoots. No hits either, so I declare my assaults. He tries to Overwatch. First one misses. And they're an inch away, so they automatically get in. Next one, he tries to Overwatch. And he also misses. And I just get in automatically. So he goes first. Needs 4s to hit. And misses with both. I get my 3 attacks back. 4s to hit. And I hit with both. And 4s to wound. I get 1 wound. He rolls his armor save. And he fails again! So now there's 2 Orc boys versus 1 Templar. And I do my D6 consolidation. And then the final one, Templar gets to go first with his 1 attack. He hits, but fails to wound by rolling a 1. So then I get my 3 attacks.
Technically, I should have gotten 3 attacks. Yeah, so I roll another one. So 2 hits. And forced to wound, but I whiffed 2. So now those 2 are tied in combat and nothing happens.
This is the warmest room in the... So, after 3 turns, it's down to 1 Templar, 2 Orc boys. I have no idea who's going to win, and it's in close combat. I get to go first, so I don't know what's going to happen. We'll see if that Templar can finish off those Orc boys in turn 4.
So now it's Black Templar turn 4, and they're already in combat. So it already happens. He gets his attacks first. I get my attacks at initiative step 2 first. So I need 5s to wound, but I don't get any wounds. And he gets hit back. Gets 1 hit and a wound. So he kills my knob. My Orc boy, sorry, not a knob. And he gets 2 inches away, so now it's just down to 1 versus 1. And it's Orcs turn 4. Let's see if I can kill that last Templar. So I start by shooting at him. I unfortunately don't get a hit. So now I assault. He tries to overwatch. So he overwatches and misses 2. Overwatch has been weak today for the Templar. So I assault in. We're both at initiative step 1, so we go at the same time. His fist hits, but rolls a 1, so he whiffs. I get my 3 attacks back, and I will get 1 hit, forced to wound, 1 wound, and he rolls his armor save, and fails. And the Templar are destroyed, and there's none of them left. It is an Orc victory.
And that's what the table looks like at the end of the game. Epic handshake for sure. Epic handshake. Oh my goodness, that was insane. What the heck?
So it's an Orcs victory. So as always, thank you very much for watching this battle report. And if you want to watch the next awesome battle report inspired by Helsreach in this campaign, click on the link below for a 7-day free trial to the MiniWarGaming Vault. In addition to seeing more campaign videos inspired by Helsreach with Black Templar versus Orcs, you will also gain access to many more battle reports and MiniWarGaming videos. So until next time, happy wargaming.